Hi, let's talk about the three types of internal programming that keep us being the ways we're being. They're very specific, they're very identifiable, and they are each their own subcategories of our internal programming. Three types. First of all, there's what I would call a resolutely held protective or defensive attitude. And this is something we take on so as to try and keep at arm's length or suppress or not have to experience feeling certain things. And it has a sort of a justification built into it. Like, I can't let anyone get too close to me, get too intimate with me, because then they can reject me and hurt me. And I don't want to feel alone and rejected. And so what that actually accomplishes, that is one of the two prime resolutely held protective attitudes. The essential attitude there being that you're going to not let anybody connect with you too deeply so that you don't have to feel rejected and ultimately left all alone. But by not keeping somebody, not allowing somebody to get too close to you, to get intimate within you, you keep yourself alone. So it accomplishes exactly what's intended to prevent. The other type, main type of resolutely held protective attitude is a little bit of anxiety. This anxiety keeps me alert. It keeps me on my toes. I need to maintain this level of alertness, this level of anxiety, so that I'm not caught unprepared for something. And of course, that's not the best way to function. So many times I have clients, we process their anxiety, and it just doesn't want to go away until we process the attitude that says, I need to hold on to this anxiety. It keeps me safe from unwanted surprises. The truth is, you are always functioning at your best when you're completely present and in the moment. Then you can handle anything appropriately. So that's the other type of main resolutely held protective or defensive attitude. Again, the two types, and we all have many of these. They show up with every client, and it's such a wonderful feeling when you're free of them. Resolutely held or defensive or protective attitudes. One is not let anybody get too intimate and connected with me so that I can't feel rejected and then feel alone. And the other, I need to maintain this anxiety, this level of discomfort to keep me alert. Keeps me alert and keeps me prepared for things. Both of these are really dysfunctional. Both of these are things we don't want to feel what they make us feel at the end. And so that's one of the three types of internal programming, all of which, by the way, get resolved in the sessions I give of therapeutic spiritual counseling, or if you have sessions with any of the people I've trained. So that's number one of the three types of internal programming, which we all are responsible for actually self-installing because we think it's a solution we need, when all we really need is to be present and allow ourselves to feel whatever is presenting. So anyway, type number two is a command. A command is very forceful. It's got it's got firmness, it's got anger, it's got panic all rolled into it. Don't let this happen. Don't act this way. Gotta be this way. Whatever it may be, it's just simply a forceful command. It's somewhat similar to a resolutely held protective attitude in the sense that it's something you self-install with the idea that it's going to protect you from something. But a command has an urgency to it. It has a, never mind the reasoning, just do this. It's kind of like when a parent tells a child, why? Because I said so, this is too urgent to think about why. Don't get into justifications. Don't get into the thinking of why this is. Just don't do this, or don't allow that. This must be, this must not be. That's the kind of feeling of a command. Okay, and there's a specific technique we use which completely resolves those things. There's panic behind that. Very often there's feelings of shock or fear of something shocking that motivates installing something of that nature within oneself. And the other type, the third type of internal programming, is the taking on of identities, of a persona, of an overall way of being that becomes a false but presented self-description. And that's also done in order to be a solution to something, to be liked, not to be disliked, to be respected, to be left alone, whatever it may be. There's a purpose to it. But again, it locks a person into a program. And again, we all function best when we're simply present without any attitudes or internal programming getting in the way of really being here. So again, the three types of internal programs are the resolutely held protective or defensive attitude, the command, and the taking on of a persona or identity, a false self. All of these install ways of being, and they keep us being the ways we're being. And all of these are very resolvable, and it's a wonderful liberation, it's a wonderful relief when we get to the bottom of processing all of these, including necessarily processing and fully digesting the underlying anxiety that pushes us to do such things to ourselves as to install ways of being. And to experience this for yourself and to have the freedom and peace and liberation and the comfort of just being comfortable in your own skin and having that wonderful, comfortable sense of self. You can reach me through my website, dexsessions.com, through the contact page. For more, you can see my other videos, you can contact me, and you can see what's on my website.